Hello everyone, Don Nomzowski here, working on my plans bashed F4U-5 Corsair. What you're looking at here on my screen is Fusion 360 and the CAD model that I've been developing for this airplane, specifically looking at one of the cowl flaps. And so this is the bottom flap of the left-hand side top three flaps. So what I've got is the Cowl Flaps drive, which is this device here that you've seen in the previous video. And then I've gone ahead and created what I believe is the proper shaped cowl flap for that position, along with the size and a hinge, and have defined joints in Fusion 360 here so that I can test that the geometry that I have in here is correct. And I believe I've got it pretty good. So as it sits, this will be able to open the cowl flap up to 18.5 degrees, which looks right-ish. I haven't found any documentation anywhere that says exactly how far the cowl flaps open. But this will give me up to 18.5 degrees. Of course, I can, do anything less than that on there. So I've got a motion study hooked up to this so that you can see exactly what it does. So I'm going to actually start that right now. And so you can see that everything works as I believe it should. And to give a little bit of sense of exactly what it's doing, I'll turn the firewall faces on and give you a straight back view. So you can see how far they're opening. When I look from the back, they look like that's maybe a bit too much from all of the pictures that I've seen. So we might tone it down a little bit, but ultimately it doesn't look too bad. So as far as fastening these things down, what I will end up doing is building a ring that matches the outline of the cowl out of 16th inch thick G10, basically the same way that Battery Bob has been doing on RC Scale Builder on his thread. So that's what this will attach to. It's what the two screws here are for. So there's 16th inch sticking out of there. The hinge itself is another 256 screw with you can just see it here. I built a captured nut kind of thing so that will hold the nut from rotating inside of it. And then I'll have to build another ring somewhere, whether it'll be on the back side here or the front side or even the bottom. There'll be another ring inside the cowl that this is of course in between F2 and F1, so the engine's out will be sticking out front that way. So there'll be another ring to hold these all in place, but that will be some of the next stuff I have to do. Right now I need to finish the cowl itself. I've already done a quick and dirty proof of concept of the drive mechanism itself. So I 3D printed all the dark gray parts you see here and assembled these the pieces of brass and whatnot, and it worked exactly the way I wanted it to, which is why I've gone ahead and gotten to this stage. And so I need to put a little bit more detail on here. The full-size aircraft has some sheet metal doubled on here that has some creases and folds and stuff in it to provide strength to the sheet metal on here, and also bolster where the drive shaft is meeting it. So this will have to have a socket that the shaft goes into that will pivot on a little mechanism on here so that it can open and close properly. And then there'll be the moving hinge part will come onto here, and there'll be obviously another one of them up here as well. So that'll be the next pieces. Once I get all those done, I'll be able to 3D print the cowl flap and these hinge parts, and then I'll be able to do a real-world mock-up of it. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.